Well, hello and welcome to this week's edition of Chasing the Dollar, proudly brought to you each and every week by TAB Sportsbet. I'm Matt Jenkins, filling in for Ben Damon this week, and also filling in again, Ron Arnold, for Tim Newbold, looking at this week's racing at Wentworth Park, looking like a very good night there on Saturday, Ron.
Yes, Matt, it's certainly Christmas gift night's always a big night. There's a lot of promotions on at the right time for all the families and the young kids, and it's certainly a big night, and certainly the race steps up to it very well.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what you think, particularly about the final. And TAB Sportsbet this week for New South Wales customers, there's a jackpot on that Christmas gift final. $10,000 already in the kitty for the first four, so we'll be interested to see what you come up with later there. And plenty of other races on this week. Fixed odds, if you do want to have a bet, TAB Sportsbet is the place to do it. Over 10 meetings, fixed odds covered each and every week. And of course the features, we've got the Hobart 1000 on up and running as well. So if you want to check those out, tab.com.au is the place to do it. All right, let's have a look at the first quaddie leg of the night, which is race 5. And looks a pretty open race as well, Ron.
Yes, most definitely, Matt. The favourite probably will be number 8, Prince Diablo. That's the regular thing for this greyhound. But for punter's sake, his last 4 starts read 8-1-7-8. So plenty of money's been left in the bags. However, off box number 8, he's just going to give himself some more room. He was squeezed up the other night from box number 3 in the early goes. And it's just one of the nights for Johnny Finn's case. The greyhound's just got to come out and come running. He can really clock quick times. 29.55 is his best. There's other greyhounds, Shenzhou Boy in the 4 and Shady's Lesson in the red. They'll show pace early, but he's just a super dog if he comes out running Prince Diablo.
All right, sounds like number 8, Prince Diablo, clearly on top there to bounce back. All right, the second quaddie leg of the night, race 6, and plenty of dogs in form in this race.
Yes, most definitely, Matt. Of the field there, 5 of them have had a last start victory, so it comes down to a little bit of luck, or probably just a little bit of genuine class, and I think Tracy Bryant's greyhound Ruby's Lair is certainly in that category. Probably not the best drawn in box number 6, but has been racing against a lot stronger opposition across the provincial and city tracks over recent times. And I just think the greyhound might do enough here. At a little bit of value at the end of the night, I just think it might get home there. Scarlet Liz going very well, and drawn box number 1's got to be next best.
So number 6 there, Ruby's Lair, clearly on top there, back in class. Race 7 of the night is a pretty interesting one as well. We've got a dog that's flying in Little Lead, but Sucker Punch should be also in the market.
Yes, so both of them probably will vie for favouritism there, Matt. Sucker Punch really can't draw a box, but has got, again, the only greyhound to break the 30 seconds at Wentworth Park. Little Lead has been in huge form. The first 100 metres is going to tell the tale for these two greyhounds. I'm just leaning towards Sucker Punch. I'll probably say that most weeks, but I'll sort of just go around one more time, hopefully get a bit of that cash back. But the winner will come out of either of those two greyhounds, number 6 Sucker Punch or 3 Little Lead.
Yeah, I'm sure Sucker Punch will probably get a lot of other punters in this week again out of the box 6. All right, let's now have a look at the feature race tonight, the Christmas gift final, the last group race of the year. Be interesting to see if we have maybe the greyhound of the year in this field.
Yes, it's certainly a contentious issue right at the present moment, Matt. And Fancy Dean, look, a greyhound that's just gone huge right throughout the year because he started back his career in the Richmond Derby series. He was a place getter in that, and he's been really up for the solid 12 months. He's had a fair bit of interstate travel as well. And Wally Ludiger's just had a huge run with this greyhound. I'm pretty sure it's about 15 wins now at Wentworth Park. So again, look, not the best drawn in the 3, but you've probably just got to lean towards him a fraction. Just really from his own purpose, he deserves to win a nice big race at Wentworth Park. I think Oaks Road is very well drawn in this field, out in box number 8. Again, a greyhound that's been racing a lot better quality over the last sort of 6 or 8 weeks. Really gets a chance to put a good step forward here from the 8. It was a very solid win last Saturday night. Other greyhounds, look, you can pick another 5 or 6 of them, honestly, Matt, and still leave the winner out. You know, dogs like Noble Pedro, they're just super greyhounds, and it's just one of those. But I'm just leaning towards Fancy Dean. I think the punters will as well, and you know, it's a 29-7 dog every time he goes around. If he can just get a clear run, I think Wally Ludiger's going to be on the dice for the last big race this year.
All right, so Fancy Dean there on top, out of the tricky draw as well. It won pretty impressively last week, but don't write off Bogey King and also Oaks Road a little bit of value. All right, that's the quaddie legs for Saturday night there at Wentworth Park. And have you got a best bet for the night, Ron?
Well, I think punters might do the right thing and open up the night on a very big way with Gunda Booker in the first event. It's drawn box number 4. Obviously not the best of boxes, but when you consider it's the first reserve for the Christmas gift final, obviously it's been showing a lot of good form of recent, and the Pringles have really got this greyhound stamped as a future star of 2012. And just in the first race, traditionally the good dogs just come out running when the stars are just before they come out, and the sun's still shining brightly over the glebe track. So I think for get the punters off to a good start, have a crack at Gundabooker in the first.
Sounds like you might have a little bit of money in the kitty after the first to play with. And what about a value bet for the night?
I suppose value bet, if you're looking for a bit of odds, just something each way that might go around at $5 or $6. I suppose Oaks Road in the Christmas gift is worth being on both totes. Just a greyhound that is just going super, even though Fancy Dean's the lean towards just at the value odds. I think Oaks Road will give you a great sight, and even if you run a place where you're not going to lose.
Sounds good, and some very good racing there on Saturday night at Wentworth Park, and also racing this weekend. The New South Wales customers have got $1 million guaranteed in the pool there on the Big Six cross meeting there, Warwick Farm, and also Flemington coming up this weekend. And also for harness fans, it's going to be a big night at Melton TAB Park. That's on Friday. $300,000 guaranteed in the pool there for the quaddie as well. Have a look out for that, of course, the feature there, the Victoria Cup and Smoking Up. Already very well supported. I can tell you the Magic Millions went up earlier in the week on Monday. Looking forward to seeing how some of these go on the weekend. I can tell you a horse called Sizzling won by 6 lengths on debut. We opened up at $5 into $1.31 in its first start. It's $3 favourite to win the Magic Millions. You'll see it go around this weekend at Eagle Farm in the 3-year-old Guineas market as well. We've come up with Combat Kitty there as a $4.60 favourite as well for that race. So have a look at those markets at tab.com.au. Plenty of sport coming up as well. The Big Bash gets underway on Friday. All the big names in action. Look for Chris Gale to have a very big summer. He dominates all the betting in all those markets, the most sixes and also the most runs. And the Australian Masters, TAB Sportsbet, betting live right throughout the weekend. And looking forward to seeing how Greg Chalmers goes. Can he have 3 wins here for the Australian summer as well? Have a look, tab.com.au, 133 390, or of course pop into your local TAB. That's it for us this weekend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for joining us, Ryan.
Thanks very much, Matt.